Alright, let's take a look. Yeah, what? You could do this a lot better. So what you're gonna do is instead of moving in and out like this, move this way and hit the CS. These clicks are useless. This doesn't do anything. You have 2 autos that you've missed already because you're clicking back and forth for no reason. You should be clicking up and down, not this way. And then what you should also be doing is you should be hitting 1 minion. You can't thin out the frontline minions and then expect to like respond to anything. You're obviously going to lose level 2 in this lane considering it's Caitlyn, but you need to max range Caitlyn. So the way you play is when Caitlyn moves in, okay? So when Caitlyn moves in, you move back. When Caitlyn moves back, you move in, okay? And then all you do is you just max range her abilities to try to like get last hits on the CS. But when Caitlyn moves this way and you're still sitting here jerking off, this is like where it becomes an issue, okay? Like, what is this even? Auto it. Auto the middle one. Don't auto the north one. This is weird. Whatever. I guess you can... Wait, you don't PTA? Oh, you have Halo Blades. Okay. Is that what they do these days? Wait, why don't you Q him? Wait, what? Q him? Look, okay. You auto here. You auto again, move closer to the bush, auto, and then Q the bush to cancel your animation. And then auto him again. You can Q on this wall. And you don't do it. You don't Q on the wall for some reason. You could have gotten more autos off on him. You can still Q, I mean you still don't do it. This is really, really troll. You still don't Q. Now you Q into the fucking Caitlyn. What? What? Dude! Oh my god, and then she autos Thresh. And now you're autoing her, and then she's standing still because she fell into a fucking coma. What? Everything that happened is unexplainable. I don't even know where to start breaking this down. This guy, I don't know what he was doing there, by the way. I don't even know how this whole thing ended up happening. This guy fell into a coma. You're not using your keyboard. This Thresh is... I don't know. Don't want to go into that. You're not queuing. You're not... like... Ah, dude, everything is just so fucking weird. Like, and then what are you doing here? Why is she clicking back? Why are you clicking forward? Why is she not clicking back forward? Why are you not clicking back? Look at the wave. She should be up here. She has a giant wave. This guy right now is like, if you've seen Narnia, if you've seen the last scene where like the lion, forgot his name. He has like that giant army behind him, and he's just like charging into like that ice queen bitch or whatever. That's basically what's happening to you right now. Except you're like inviting him to like, I don't know. You can't move forward here. I don't know why she's so low HP really. Right here, like there's no last hits to take. If she just autos you, like what happens? You lose HP. Right? Can't do that. And now you're doomed. Now it's actually just doomed. Max range. Yeah, what you're doing here is fine. Right? Finally. Yeah, that's fine. Just let the wave come into you. Don't even try to... Yeah, she's trolling. So, when you look at this lane phase, you need to be aware of what Caitlyn is doing wrong. And if you can't determine what Caitlyn is doing wrong, then there's an issue. Because when you look at matchups like this where one player has authority over the other inside of a lane, you actually coach the lane, or you try to break down the lane from the perspective of the player who has authority over the lane, because you want to see what they can do against you. And then what you do is you just play onto the counter. You just play on the mirror. Right? Like, what is this? Why don't you prep that CS? Ping this CS so that this guy can grab it. Okay, he autos it for you. He's an idiot. That's actually not your fault. Okay, that's fine. Auto. Okay. Unlucky. Whatever. It's actually fun. That's actually fine. Yeah, and then you go too deep. So, like, again, what this guy could be doing here, right, is here he should just, like, land Q. He doesn't Q here. He autos instead. You should not be walking up this steep. You need to max range tether again. So this is too deep. This is too deep. It's not unable to play, you're just running into her. You can do so much to this guy. You could have actually probably blown flashes, Pike's Splash. You're just running into them for no reason. Like right here, right? You don't have to get this CS like that. In what world do you believe that this pocket is ever going to serve you well by going in for this CS? You could easily stand over here to get the CS, and you could easily move like this. And then what you do is you don't walk any forward because Pike has his Q up, right? If Pike ends up walking like this for whatever reason, you can then move in and then you can like drop the ward here. Unfortunately, the ward hasn't already been dropped, right? The way you could have dropped the ward is you could have dropped it even here. So while you're autoing, you could have warded and then you could have autoed here. Or this guy can fucking ward this if he knows. Because this lane is going to be pushed in regardless, right? So you're going to always lose like momentum. Like this is all going to be dark for you eventually. It's unplayable at that point. So here, for some reason, you know, as we already discussed, the wave ends up crashing here. You're going into the Caitlyn. Did I skip over it? Oh. Wait, did I just skip over it? What the hell? I think I skipped over it. I think I actually skipped over it. Where was the part where I pointed out that you were trolling? Yeah, this Q is really weird, but it works, I guess. Yeah, anyways, whatever. You get the idea. You know where I was talking about the freeze frame, where you just take the south pocket. You don't have to go to the north pocket. Actually, I think it's about to show up right here. Yeah, it's about to come. Like, right here. Like, what is this even? The way it's pushing out, right? It's coming back into the Caitlyn. Obviously, this guy's probably not thinking, so he's just going to shove it back into you. You don't have to stand here. Right over here. And then, like, max range the Pike Q. And then save your Q for Pike Q. That's all you have to do. Like, again, here. What is this? You can auto this minion. You can easily auto this minion. You don't auto it. What are you doing? You can't auto her either. Okay, well, the link presses into you. Yeah, I mean the entire lane is really poorly played. Anyways, so there's no like obviously there's a point to go over this any further, but like there actually technically isn't, because what you're bad at is like the 1v1 aspect of the game. You're bad at the mechanical side of the game. You're bad at laning, which is the problem for almost all players. So, I mean, the way you fix this is you have to focus on, you know, this stuff, and this is what makes you a better player. Okay? This is the stuff that makes you actually good at the game. So, yeah. Everything else is kind of whatever. It's the same issues from levels 1 to 2, repeated multiple times in different, like different ways. So yeah, all right, you have to get better at these fundamental aspects of the game, or you're going to continue to struggle. Players up until like challenge or grandmaster continue to struggle with this nonsense. I've seen bot lanes that are like literally challenger, or not challenger, but like grandmaster or master tier, and they would just like do these micro errors that just wouldn't make any sense. So yeah.